Hi, it's Saturday, July 4th, 2015. Happy birthday, America. This is day 26 of my 99, and today I want to talk about the 9th step of the 12 steps. And the 8th step, of course, was we made a list of all those persons we had harmed. The 9th step, this step, made direct amends to all those persons we had harmed wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Kind of a mouthful, but I will start by saying you're never done with this step. I hate to disappoint anyone, but if amend is about change, which is really what this step is about, then you're never going to be done. Making direct amends, you might be done with going to actually see certain people and get the difficult part out of the way, and the sad truth is some people won't see you, and that's the way it goes. I've had to write letters to some people. Some people are dead. I've had to do things like that in post-mortem, so I don't want to get too far off into that, but a lot of people, including myself, believe this step is about apologizing. Well, apologizing, I don't want to say it doesn't do any good, but if you're anything like me, the people closest to you, to us, to me, they know how sorry you are. They've heard it. They don't want to hear it anymore. And one of the reasons you don't do this step too soon is because it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. And the amends process began way back in the beginning. And by the time you get to this step, you should have a little bit of a track record. If it's sobriety you're dealing with, depending on why you're working these steps. It began because of people wanting to stop drinking. But if you just go in thinking you're just going to, apologize for the past, that's not going to cut it. As I said, the amends process started a long time ago, depending on how long it's taken you to get to this step. So you should have a little bit of track record that shows what you've been doing. Maybe the person you're talking to won't see that. But going forward is what it's about. You do need to take responsibility for what you did wrong, regardless of what the other person has done. You take responsibility for your own part, and you try to make it right. And some things we're just never going to make right. It's just not going to happen. Some things are just permanently damaged. All we can do is take responsibility for our part. And going forward, the amends are whatever. You change your behavior. You don't do the same things you did to cause all that wreckage. That might be the best you can do. In certain cases, depending on what it is, maybe there's a charity that you can donate to help other people with whatever it is. You might be able to donate your time. There are ways. You may not be able to make direct amends. It says wherever possible. And sometimes wherever possible isn't possible. The other thing about this step is it says, except when to do so would injure them or others. You got to remember, this is not about me. This is not about us. This is about the person you're making amends with or to. And it might not be in their best interest to see you or me. I keep saying you. Me. And so you got to take that, I need to take that into consideration. Yeah, this is about, helping me move forward, but the amends is about addressing the person that I'm making the amends to or amends with. And sometimes that's just not going to be the right thing to do. And that's why it's important to run this by somebody else before just rushing in, especially rushing in too soon. And the amends process, especially if you're married, especially if you have a family, especially if you have kids, especially if you have a job, the amends process is going to be going for the rest of your life. So this is not just a once and done step, at least not the way I see it. There might be people who disagree. That's all I've got to say. Have a happy 4th of July. Have a good day.